Okay. Okay. Hello. We are live for the Ubisoft Forward event. The pre-show, the actual pre-show, is supposed to start at 1:30. So for now, I'll keep this in theater mode until 1:30 comes around my time. Um, I want to get my predictions out the way. The first prediction is I hope we get something South Parky. I hope. Well, I have a few predictions. One, I hope we get something South Parky. I hope we a new Splinter Cell game has to be on the table as a maybe this will happen. So is a new Prince of Persia game. I hope this event is going to be not a not a we already know what's gonna happen. Because Ubisoft is famous for leaks and all that. So hopefully, we're not gonna know everything from this event, and there are gonna be a few surprises um, that are there. I don't. I think what we are gonna see is Assassin's Creed Valhalla, um, Watch Dogs Legion, Far Cry 6, and let me think. Far Cry 6, and maybe, just maybe, something South Parky. And the pre-show is supposed to be like, here are updates on our current games, such as Division 2, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and this is basically just a Trackmania thing that they did beforehand at 1, because I thought that at 1 o'clock was the pre-show, but it is not. It's actually this Trackmania thing, which will be over in about a couple minutes. But I am excited to see what UB will bring to the table. Yesterday I live reacted to the Devolver Digital event, which I really did enjoy. I'm bringing up chat now. What Bane? Is there a way I can pop out? Does anyone know if there's a way I can pop out chat? I think I can. Hold on. Pop out chat. Okay, there we go. We're good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That doesn't cover the thing. Okay. So I'm just gonna have the live chat in the I don't know where to put it. Hold on. You can't see this obviously because I'm looking it up on my thing. Yeah, I don't think I'll even have it up here. Actually, I'll close it. I'll just look at it on my phone. It's fine. Yeah. Main show starts in 35 minutes, but the pre-show starts in 5 minutes with updates on Just Dance. So we're getting updates on Just Dance for some reason. I don't understand why, but we are, because apparently Just Dance still sells copies, and I really hope, please please don't announce Just Dance 2021. Please don't. Please, like don't make that one of your surprises, please. See, I have a feeling I'm already gonna be disappointed by this press conference, because usually some of these press conferences have me disappointed. Some. Devolver Digital, I was optimistically interested in it. So. But yeah. I'm gonna turn on the volume once the pre-show starts and the Trackmania stuff's over. I was always like, maybe I won't download Trackmania. Maybe I'm thinking about it. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. It's 127. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. We can switch to the I'm gonna switch over to the official UB live stream really quickly. Hold on, lads. There we go. Alright, it's 128.
Exciting, right? Because like dramatic stuff can happen, but also it's a little scary. Like you can just fly off the track and like, well,
lose
I
everything.
guess, it's all gone.
you can go from first to last just basically by doing one mistake and one short mistake. So that's pretty exciting for the spectators. It's not that fun for the players, obviously, because you don't want to lose everything on one turn. But yeah, that's how you handle pressure on Trackmania.
Yeah, at some point, like, fun becomes like, oh, it's the thrill. You're risking a lot more for the bigger payoff, right?
Yeah. I've never really played Trackmania again.
What do you call this kind of road surface here that's like a hill in the middle? I was trying to figure this out earlier.
Actually, we do have a name, but I don't like to use it. I just let people call it as they want. I'm calling it a different way in French, obviously.
Sure, of course, yeah.
Basically, everyone can name the road as they want, and there's many ways to say it, like select the road we are seeing right now.
The language of racing.
Yeah.
It takes many forms.
Yeah.
All right, so we're watching the competition play out here. Once people, Trackmania is out now, free to download and play. What would you recommend in terms of like, okay, I just want to get into the competition against other folks. I want to challenge myself right out of the gate. What's the best way to get that started?
To be quite honest, the best thing will be to play the Daily Cup, because you'll be facing players from all around the world on a track that is known only each day. So the track of the day map. So you'll be able to see how good you are against other people, and you can do that every day, so you can maybe see your progression on the whole week, and maybe at the end of the week you'll be able to beat people that you wouldn't even think about on the early state of the week.
I like that. I like that kind of like, because a lot about kind of competition is that progression and the sense of moving up in the rankings, but also of, oh, like this person is always the one who I see a few places ahead of me. Like you're chasing them. Yeah. You want to track them down. Now this is our last race. Is that right?
Yeah, last round, and Shorty is second. So I have quite some pressure, to be quite honest.
The pressure is on. They're coming around these like not quite slalom, but he's in there. Oh,
yeah.
Yep, coming up around this big, it's like S turn.
He's still first. I believe in him.
he can feel the positive vibes coming from you.
You can see the slow motion vlog there, which is quite fun also to watch. And he's finishing first. Great.
There he goes.
I got it.
It looks like Omar backed the right racer. Shorty coming in with a victory. And Omar, thank you so much for talking about competitive Trackmania. Anything else you want to mention before we wrap it up?
Competitive.
Well, obviously, thank you for having me, and thanks to the players for playing this competition. Thanks to all the closed alpha players we had, because they help us truly to make this game better, and we're pretty happy with the Trackmania we have right now. So yeah, just play Trackmania, it's free, and have fun on it. I'm pretty sure you'll have, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's free, but
all right, Omar, thank you so much. Trackmania, folks, it's out now on Epic Games Store and Uplay. Go ahead and download it. Get in there and get racing. Now, our time with Trackmania is coming to a close, and it's on to the next show. Ubisoft Forward pre-show is starting momentarily. We're going to take a look at Ghost Recon Breakpoint, The Crew 2, Trials Rising, new stuff coming from all these games. You're not going to want to miss it. And then when the countdown timer hits 0, it's Ubisoft Forward, the big showcase of the latest and greatest upcoming games from Ubisoft, followed by an in-depth look at Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We got a lot more in store for you, so let's go ahead and throw it over to Kat.
Thank you, Chris, and hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ubisoft Forward pre-show. The main event will be starting in just 30 minutes and will feature news from our unreleased games, including Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Hyperscape, and more.
Now to warm up, we have 30 minutes of updates from the games you're already playing, like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Trials Rising, and The Crew 2,
still playing
as well as some exclusive behind the scenes so you can get to know us a little better. So let's kickstart this pre-show with an update from Just Dance 2020.
Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. 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 It's time to stop. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Hello, Bane.
Hello.
You are part of my live stream now, I guess.
Hold on.
Alright.
Say that again?
I said you are part of my live stream now, I guess.
Well, you're not speaking in the live stream, so technically not.
What do you mean? Wait, hold on.
ASL.
Hold on. Nah, we're good.
Wait, is Discord showing up on the stream? Like the voices?
What do you mean?
It should just be straight.
It
should just be straight away if you use Discord.
Yeah,
if you have like desktop audio enabled.
Yeah, I do have desktop audio enabled.
Swag, head over to the Just Dance website for all the details.
Should just come up.
For our next segment, we have something a little different than what
That's how I do it in my streams anyway.
A few years ago, Ubisoft created the Ubisoft Entrepreneurs Lab and the Open Innovation Accelerator. This allowed us to create partnerships and synergies with indie studios from across the industry.
Hey, now you don't have to think your South Park stuff shows up.
This year, we wanted to showcase
so just to clarify, can the people on the stream hear us?
They should be able to.
Our first indie showcase.
I'll go to the stream and see if they can hear us.
Yeah,
who is working on the Curious Expedition 2. Let's hear more from the team behind the game.
Quick question, what the fuck is Ubisoft Forward?
It's Ubisoft's E3 show.
Machine Bench is a small and diverse indie game studio with 8 wonderful
you know how every
based
other
here in
you know how
Berlin.
E3 is cancelled and everyone's doing a digital showcase?
To create
Yeah, this
ever-growing
is
relationships
Ubisoft's
with
digital
independent
showcase.
developers to talk about and share expertise and knowledge. We work together in mutual respect, which we much appreciated.
We're working on the Curious Expedition 2, which is the sequel to our expedition simulation game. This time, the game is set in Paris in 1899 during the World Expo when the Eiffel Tower was built. But more importantly, you will be traveling to these mysterious islands, you will be interacting with unknown tribes, fight dangerous beasts, find many secrets.
I think we could be heard. I'm not too
Thanks
sure
to our procedure technology, every
on.
time you play, it's a new world, new characters, and a new storyline that you shape with each of your interactions until it becomes really your own unique adventure.
What is this? The scaling videos? This game is to my complaint.
And And we will have more indie guests coming up later in the pre-show.
Matt,
so
I think you might want to
stick around.
turn up pain on your end
Now,
if
a
you
while
want to be heard.
ago, Ubisoft
Okay, hold on.
released its very first live-action TV show on Apple
Yes,
TV+.
let the internet
And it's a
hear my
comedy about making
prepubescent
video games
voice.
called Mythic Quest Banquet. And to keep the show
Okay,
authentic,
you
Ubisoft's
two are
Redstone
both,
Studio went above and beyond
kinda-
by
Wait,
creating
wait.
a playable
So if they
sandbox
can- if
for
they
the
can hear
game
me on
that is
stream,
actually
then,
featured in the show. So now let's head behind
I'm
the
not
scenes for an
monetized,
exclusive
so
look.
it's fine. You can do whatever you want.
There you go, there you go. If they can hear me on stream, they can have this.
I get it. All right, now
No, Zane, I'm gonna get copyrighted, Zane.
front of my office.
I don't feel like
It's
being
entirely empty.
copyright ID.
You're not even monetized anyway, so what's the point?
Is
Yeah.
Ubisoft's
Dude,
first
they
live
can
action
copyright
comedy.
claim you.
The whole
It's
show
happened
is
to me
about a
before with
team
other stuff.
that is developing
I like
a
to-
super
Yeah, so
successful
what? Like half my Persona
MMORPG,
5 series
and
got
it's about
copyright, but guess
You got
how much money out
copyright
of
the people within the game.
Wait,
guess
wait,
how
you
much
got copyright
guess
Yeah,
how
you
much
can
money
do.
out of 0 cents.
Yeah.
You have like two viewers. How do you
No. You can still get copyright claimed if
we weren't really
you
sure
don't
if
get
we were a
monetized.
great
It's
fit
happened to me
because
before.
we always made sure.
Yeah, but my question is no offense, not saying you're a bad content creator or anything, but so far nobody watches you. How the fuck did you get content ID?
that we could channel to fit this?
Music.
You fucking.
For music.
Yeah, music.
You're
It's
fucking.
the music in the game.
Yes,
started on the project.
but do they actually go through and find every channel they?
Seems like it.
Seems like it. I got copy a few years ago. I like.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's stupid, but here's. Do you want to know why I got copyright strike? Because I noticed a pattern.
Why?
It's every time Life is Strange started. Sorry, not Life is Strange. Life Will Change started playing.
From there, it was not long before we said,
Wait, is Atlas themselves copyright claiming it?
Yeah,
It seems like it.
Yeah. See, a lot of developers do that though. It doesn't matter if you have 0 subs or like 100. They're gonna do it anyway. Because I live streamed The Last of Us a few years ago on my old channel, and I got copyright claimed because of the
Make
theme.
contagious
So-
viral disease in which people bleed out of their eyeballs first.
Hold on.
And they vomit
Oh,
and bleed
here
out their hands
comes
at the same
Atlas.
time.
Atlas is into the chat.
Yo, so we heard last surprise here.
you could trigger it. And
Yeah, we heard your friend play Last Surprise.
Timing was going to be the idea here.
Yeah, even though it's not your fault, we're copyright striking you.
That's fine.
So
As long as the
the
stream
next
doesn't
time you
get
hit it,
taken
it
down,
starts
then I'm
puking
good.
out blood. And
Yeah,
Oh,
they
by
should
the
have
way,
taken it
do you
out.
guys know? By the way, do you guys know about
And
the
then you can hit
Persona
the
5
button again,
controversy that's
and
going
see
on
the
right
blood
now?
ocean
What
so
Persona?
No, these are mine.
Is
So now
it
they're all
people
bleeding out
pretending
of
the
back
Phantom
end as
Themes are
well.
real?
And then the
Yes.
final
Oh.
is just everybody.
I've not heard about this. Please enlighten me.
Bloody gore. And then this was Keith's idea.
It's basically there's people on Twitter sending fake calling cards, pretending they're the Phantom Thieves to like.
David, can we
to, like,
actually make this
people-
quick? I've got a lot of
Now,
work
you know
to
that
do
there
to
was
get
that
the ocean
whole
out of everything.
See, let's-
scandal in the Smash community with the pedophilia shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was not a great.
People were sending fake calling cards to those people.
See,
I've never
here's
seen
the
it with
thing.
more than 6 or 7
Here's the
people
thing.
in a room. And so I wanted to make sure
did the Phantom
that
Thieves
we
send
gave them an
calling cards to
opportunity
you, the
hopefully
Ubisoft? Okay.
recognize that this is a generic
Context time. So
love
last
letter
night,
to the industry
last night I
itself.
read something on Twitter that like Ubisoft, like a bunch of people, important people from Ubisoft resigned because of sexual allegations or something like that. I think.
Truth and
Oh, well, that was great timing.
It's
Yeah,
about
I know, right?
time
Wow.
that we had
Wow.
a show about
Great
our
timing.
industry.
You could tell when the
Uh-huh.
audience was laughing when they really hit something that.
But as
felt
of
like
right
the game
now, I
industry.
hate to say it, but because of what's going on Twitter right now, the Persona 5 community has reached Undertale levels of bad. I'm not even.
That's usually
you laugh,
unreachable.
but you laugh, but I'm not even kidding.
Oh yeah, I'm laughing because of how absurd it is, and I know you're not lying about it.
All right,
See,
now
I'm
it is
saying-
time
I'm trying to say it.
fasten your
See,
seatbelts
There's,
and
it's
start
not
your
only that. Like
engines.
people are
As we
going
head
on
out to
Twitter
Leon
to
France
people
to
who have
visit our
nothing to do
team
with Persona,
at
like
Ubisoft
indie
Ivory
developers,
Tower
be
to
like,
get
when's
an update
P5 coming on
into.
Switch?
See, I'm trying to stay off of Twitter right now because of Ghost of Tsushima spoilers, but
Crew 2 at Ubisoft Forward.
Because of what?
My name's
Ghost of
James Reese.
Tsushima.
I'm a community
Tsushima
developer
spoilers.
here at Ivory Tower, and I'll be your host
But,
for this quick glimpse into all the exciting things we
yeah,
have
the
going
Persona
on
5
over the next few
community is
weeks.
fucking
It's been 2 years
cancer,
already
you know?
since launch. Some major updates and
Jesus.
hundreds of vehicles under our
oh
belt.
yeah, I gotta change
And
the
our
title for
latest
this thing.
update,
Hold on.
Summer in Hollywood.
Yeah, you should probably
Only
say
went
that we're here,
live. Let's have a look.
since I wasn't planning to be here.
Be like, also, these are my slaves.
Here's the thing, that's not even that wrong right now. Go look for his channel and see how many of the videos I'm there in.
Yeah,
Hint, it's a
go.
lot.
You did do a lot.
These are my I'm SL, SL and Bane, we're the servants.
I mean, it's fun. I don't have to change the thumbnail because Tweet's already in there, so we go.
Because I'm already here.
Yeah, he's already there.
I'm not, dick.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't prepare for you.
He knew I'd show up at some point, but you're the
He would show up at some point, but I didn't know Bane would show up.
To get your hands on
I mean, what do you want me to do with the thumbnail now? Just have
throw a Joker in there.
Have Joker in the top right corner.
Yeah.
That's literally what you can do. My profile picture on YouTube is literally Joker.
And in Discord where we're talking.
Discord, Reddit, and all of our players.
Hold on.
We've got a little something.
Matt, there's 26 minutes till the actual show starts, okay? Just get on with it.
Okay, that means I gotta go in and I gotta change. I gotta somehow find a way to. I have to go in and what do you call it?
Over summer, so keep your eyes peeled.
Save the file.
Starting
Wait,
with this.
save it. I will. Calm down. Save.
Oh god, we're just making more pressure for him.
Man, I don't like this toxic content creator. I'm unsubbing.
It's just up to me instead. It's just up to me instead.
Right? SL steals all Matt's subs.
I'm the moderator, so I have the power to do it as well.
This is gonna become a war, ain't it?
Matt's like, y'all wanna fight?
You wanna go? We're getting competitive.
I'll be right back.
I'm sorry, Matt. I have 107, and you have how many?
In case you missed it, make sure to boot up the game
18.
right now to unlock the amazing
that's what I thought.
I feel very intimidated.
And stay tuned in the near future for more info about Year 3 of the Crew 2.
But if you consider that if I didn't,
studios who will be injecting a delirious dose of fun with Surgeon Simulator 2. Enjoy.
Oh, it's our Crash 3 streams all over again.
It is a Crash 3 streams all over again. Wow.
Hi, I'm Nick from Bossa Studios.
Road Crash! Road Crash!
We don't talk about Road Crash.
So at Bossa, we're always
Road Crash.
Ubisoft has been a fantastic partner in this. They laid a lot of lectures from procedural content development and player science. And in turn, we shared with them the ideation processes that we use to develop initial ideas into living, breathing games. Which brings me on to Surgeon Simulator 2. We've really doubled down on physical.
Well done, you figured out which one's Joker. Do you want a sticker?
And we've pretty much expanded on every other aspect of the game as well. So this time around, you're no longer just a floating hand confined to the operating table. You're actually a full first-person surgeon.
Well, I didn't think you were going to say yes, so I didn't have one prepared.
Oh, great.
And in addition to the levels that you'll find in story mode, you'll now be able to create your own.
I like how the only messages in chat is Bane's just like, boy, you're like, what?
Really easy to use, intuitive set of tools that allows players to create either on their own or in online multiplayer with up to 3 friends. Everything players create can then be uploaded and shared with the community, and here surgery really is just the tip of the iceberg.
I'm gonna go grab my charger while it's quiet.
Do that.
During our closed alpha period, we've seen players create all sorts of amazing stuff, from bowling alleys to space stations, pirate ships to horror-themed escape rooms, and this is before the game is even released. So we absolutely cannot wait to see what players create when we launch the game this coming August. And in fact, if you pre-order Surgeon Simulator 2, you can receive exclusive closed beta access.
Closed beta access. You like some closed beta access.
So for those of you who are just joining us, you are watching the pre-show, and Ubisoft Forward will start once the countdown on your screen reaches 0. And make sure you log into Uplay to unlock rewards as you watch the main event. But now, our next segment is about an Easter egg in the Division 2. So let's go behind the scenes with the devs from Ubisoft Massive Studio in Malmö, Sweden to find out more.
Running through collapsed buildings, climbing over fallen debris, and encountering makeshift living spaces is common for players of the Division 2.
Division 2, I remember this game.
Many players have spotted something a bit more unusual, which has left them asking,
Hi.
What's up with all of these rubber ducks?
You're in my stream now. Hi, welcome.
So there's a
That's why I said and friends, and not specific people,
and it's a
because
way
I knew
to
how
solve
popular
problems.
this would
If you
get.
talk to a rubber duck and just it helps. One of our artists decided to take this to another
Hey, how
level. They used a
come
rubber duck
Dane asked
scaled
you
up to like a
this
ginormous
year?
scale.
I asked.
And put it in the level
Did I
just
ask
to
him?
release
But I don't know.
something, and it sat there for a
I
while.
did not ask to
And the rest
receive.
of us kind of really
quite
loved
upsetting.
Yeah, that was
sitting there
like
for so long. We
7
decided
hours
to
ago.
put little memorials to it across the
No,
world.
it says today. Oh, wait, what are you talking about? I'm so
And then
confused.
we started
Last time you said
Oh,
I
that's
don't know if
right.
you were 7 hours ago.
These two ducks are sitting
Yes,
on a bench
oh,
having a
thank
date
you.
together,
I'm
and
sorry.
there's
I was
another
like,
one somewhere where we sit
I
with an
stayed up for
umbrella
24
hiding
hours,
from the
or like
rain.
25 hours, and
The
then I
idea
went to
of the
sleep and I only
ducks
got like
is
4
similar to
hours
the
of
rest
sleep.
of our
So.
storytelling. We're
relatable.
trying to add some hope into the world.
Oh, I
Because
did
you're
it.
coming in as a division
Wait,
agent to try and
can I
save
save
what
it?
you can.
Can I
and
save it
rebuild,
now?
But you need to know there's something there to save. So having bits of happiness lets
Ah,
you it's still worth
Stop
saving
saving it
for
as a
these little
Chrome
happy
file.
Then don't download it as a Chrome file.
I don't know how to not download it as a Chrome file.
Literally change the file name.
So, Karen,
Oh.
how was your day?
Well, Luke, it's been
when it says
productive.
So the origin story of Productive, one of our level designers made an amazing pun one day, and we decided
Someone's
to
at
make a
the
graffiti
door.
out of it and put it
I
in the
gotta
game,
go.
and it became like a duck crying.
And now it's just
People
us again.
finding it and wondering
Wait.
where it came from.
So it's been like gone, or is he coming back?
It says here on the wall in graffiti, productive, and there's a large rubber ducky.
Oh well, he's offline,
bigger than
but
all the other
maybe.
ones
Oh,
we've found.
whatever.
And he's got bottles of booze all around him. Not only that, but he has a couple soldier duckies guarding a parrot in a cage. But there's more just like this.
I
in
don't even know
Division
what
2.
I'm watching at this point. What even is
What's really
this
great about
anymore,
our
dude?
community
I
is
thought
they
I
come
was getting
together, they
updates about the
find a
Division
common
2,
thing
not
that they
about
want to
Bubba
develop
Ducky.
or find
Whoa.
or
It's
unlock,
the pre-show.
and they just put time
I
and
know.
effort into it.
We don't put them in easy to
Yeah,
find
but
places.
the
So that
rubber
means
duckies are
they
just a
are
pre-show
hopefully
standard.
enjoying just exploring the environment and finding all these little Easter eggs we've hidden around, and also not the Easter eggs, just the main.
Have you ever seen a pre-show that hasn't had rubber ducks in it before?
No, I have not.
I don't know exactly how many.
I would
there are.
screen share something, but you're
They haven't found all of the
streaming. It
ducks
would
yet.
be a bad idea.
Encouraged by the community's response to the ducks, developers recently hid another secret in the game and made it the focal point of an all-new community challenge.
We actually put Tommy the Teddy Bear into the game. So Tommy the Teddy Bear is a trauma teddy mentioned in a lot of lore, but the bear itself actually was not in the game. With episode 3, we put a bunch of them into the world, actually opened up an Easter egg hunt for him specifically.
Okay.
It's a nice little exciting
I'm
moment
back.
when you kind of open
Hi.
Reddit and you see someone's found this
Someone's
thing
at
that
my
you kind
door.
of just snuck in under the radar and no one really knows about it. And some of the players are really clever. There's some hard Easter
Hello.
eggs that some of the
Here, don't worry.
designers and gameplay designers have put in,
Moved.
and people have managed to
Is it
solve
right
it with no help whatsoever. Gamers are smart.
So now that you know, be on the lookout for both ducks and teddy bears next time you boot up the Division 2.
I haven't booted up
We
that
now
game
have
in
our
like a
final
month.
indie guest, Thunder Lotus Games, who were the
Well,
2017
then,
winner of the indie
no,
series
I
that
guess
took place
your
in
fault.
Montreal. So let's find out more about the beautiful coziness of Spiritfarer in this next video.
Hey everybody, I'm Rodrigue, marketeer at Thunder Lotus.
Greetings.
We're
And Bane's back. We've gone full circle.
Canada, and makers of the games
Greetings.
Sunder.
Oh my god,
and
it's
our new
great.
game
I thought it was
Spiritfarer,
Michaela for a
which
second.
is
I got
the-
oh, it
More
is?
people!
Kayla, what the fuck you mean? Michaela,
truly
Michaela, I literally stayed up until like 9 in the morning, and that means I didn't sleep for 25 hours, and then I went to sleep, and I only got like 4 hours of sleep. So I'm doing great.
Like 4 or like almost 5 a.m. my time.
Lick your
I could've
toes,
meant to go to
Angie.
bed.
Co-winners of
You told me to go to bed. Then I did
Can I
it.
lick your toes, Angie,
Yeah,
please?
but I went because I wanted to, not because you told me.
My father yells at me.
So we're grateful to Ubisoft for their support in helping us make what would become our biggest success to date. We've taken that experience with us on to what is our most ambitious production yet, and that's
Okay, I
Spiritfarer.
changed the file name and
which
it
we're
didn't
calling
change
a
to a...
cozy management game.
Okay, well that's what it normally does.
By the way,
So.
is the
You
stream
play
still
Stella,
up
the
or no?
newly
Yeah,
appointed
it's still up.
master to the deceased.
Oh, I
With
probably
Stella,
shouldn't
you're
have
gonna
said
build a boat, you're gonna
FAGGOC
explore
either.
the world in search
Wait,
of spirit
what?
passengers.
Fine. It's not like this channel.
Faggot!
It's-
Relaxing
Shut up!
time with them. You're gonna create laughter
I'm actually
memories.
trying to do
You're
YouTube for once.
to learn how to say goodbye to your cherished
Get you
friends.
You're not helping.
It's a game that's near
Oh,
and
rip
dear to
Angie.
our hearts.
Angie
and,
died.
It's something really special.
back.
We can't wait.
Angie's back.
to
Hi,
share it
Angie.
with the world later this year. So look for it soon on
You died.
PC, on Xbox
Why
One,
did-
PS4,
yeah.
Nintendo
Okay,
Switch,
I'm done
and
trying to figure
Xbox
out
Game
this
Pass.
thumbnail.
Thanks a lot.
Please
Just go download a new picture and do it over again.
Okay.
You have literally 10 minutes and 21 seconds. 20, 19, 18.
We all know, and we
I'm not gonna go the whole way.
You better not.
I think the team from our Redlands studio.
Yeah, I can see it go. I can see it getting annoying fast.
For the fans
Oh,
of the
great.
franchise.
So now I have to go and grab. Oh God.
You just download the Ubisoft Forward picture again, then put your picture, then put my picture, then put someone else's picture.
Guys, listen for a second. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Hi, we're
I'm
here
ready.
today to introduce you to an exciting new endurance challenge coming to Trials Rising. But to make sure that we respect social distancing guidelines, Auntie and I decided.
Why am I getting this selfie?
Okay, what's the image I need?
I'm missing it. What's
What
the?
did you do?
It's
What
how
are you doing?
it's one thick bitch.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Persona 5, the only game where you can date your teacher.
Are you sure about that?
Is there other
Far from a
Persona
remake
game
of the
where you can
classic
date
Tree.
your
Trials
teacher?
Trials Evolution,
Tree.
this is an all-new journey across the world of Trials
Baby, 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 baby.
By far the longest time we've ever put
I
in.
never got tired of that for some reason.
By far the longest track
I'm
we've
so
ever put in a
tired.
Trials game. The Giga Track will take
Oh
you
my,
to
and I stayed up
many
till like
different
4 a.m. my
environments.
time.
The iconic-
Go to sleep, you
stayed
dink.
up. I
No, because
stayed
it's
up
normal, and my
until-
parents are home now.
Yeah, I was just. Maybe you want
I stayed up until 9 a.m. Like, one.
I would have, but then people kept telling me to go to bed.
Depends how you
When
enjoy it.
when it takes you a minute to realize she went by Smash, she did not mean Smash Brothers. Hang on.
Prepare for the ultimate test of Trials Endurance. Giga Track releases this Thursday, July 16th for the low price of.
Can I have by the way, can I have this playing during my first time having sex?
Giga Track will be
Oh
available
my
for free
God.
when it releases this Thursday.
Don't worry, man. I had it for mine.
Wait. When you wait,
That's
hold
right,
on.
the Giga Track is coming
No.
to the game, and it will be the
God.
longest, most insane
Hold on.
track
When
in
you're
Trials
about to
history,
when you're
and
at
it
when
will
you're
be
at
free for
maximum
all
capacity
Trials
and are
Rising
about to
players.
climax.
Now for our last game update, the Ghost Recon Breakpoint team is ready to share some details on their upcoming update. AI teammates are coming to the game.
It's just
Let's look at the
but it's not what you had foretold. Makes it seem like it's really anticlimactic.
The time has come. AI teammates are back in Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Oh really? Well, it took you long enough to put AI teammates in the
They're
game.
gonna be a game changer.
Jesus.
Available at any point after you have
Nah,
reached
stop
Erewhon
getting
for the
mad
first
at
time. Fury,
Ubisoft. It's
Fixer,
literally what
and
they're.
Vasily can be activated or dismissed at will. And from the beginning, you will be able to fully
The
customize
entirety of the third,
This customization
the
includes
Phantom
all of
Thieves
the
to
physical
literally every
attributes,
target through the
as well as
entirety of
gear,
the third act of
equipment,
Persona
or
5.
even full costumes. Your teammates can be tweaked just as much as your main character. Just like Nomad, your teammates will adapt and react to the world of Aroa and its environment.
Everyone
You will
else.
always follow
Wait,
your own
everyone
behavior.
else to Dr.
If you
Maruki.
decide to go
This
stealth,
doesn't have
they
to
will
be
equip
like
silencers
this.
and craft.
We can change. We can change.
If you decide to go loud
Change
and
for the
open
better.
They
Akechi.
will stick by your side. When deployed, you can issue different orders to your teammates.
Matt, no one's watching you.
There are 4 different orders you can
yeah, I
give to
know.
your teammates.
It's literally you.
On your location.
That's the glory of
to
it
hold
all.
their current position. To go to a specific location.
Spoil all we want. No one will find
and to
out.
open
That's
fire
why I
on
kept my
nearby enemies.
Fire Emblem stream up.
These orders can be given at
There were
any
spoilers,
time,
but they-
even through your binoculars and drone. Once they approach potential threats,
But nobody watches me, so it's fine.
you and mark them automatically.
I've been sitting here for
With
10
a good
minutes.
look at your enemies,
Figuring-
you will be
okay, I
able
need
to
to-
set up a sync shot where each of your teammates takes a target. You can even
When
link it to
Joker
your
and
3
when
sync
Joker
shot drones
when Akechi
for a
confronts
simultaneous
Joker in
7
Cheeto's
target
palace,
takedown.
but Joker still
Your
wins.
teammates have weapons equipped at all times, a versatile assault rifle to accommodate all situations, and a primary weapon.
See,
Indeed, apart from mark upgrades and
course
passive
it's
bonuses,
SpongeBob.
the full
Wait, hold up.
gunsmith is
Hold
accessible
up.
to your teammates. And their weapon of choice will have a direct effect on the
When the
battleground.
wall closes and
Depending on the type
Akechi's
of
stuck
weapon
within
they
his
have
cognitive
equipped,
self.
The teammates will adapt their engagement distance and rate of fire. From close distance shotgun wielding, all the way to long distance sniper shots. Of course, if you get taken down, your teammates' priority will be to try and rescue you. To achieve that, they will first focus their fire on the surrounding enemies before getting
Okay.
to you. And
Done.
they will expect the same from
Jesus
you,
Christ,
especially
that's
as you
longer
will
than
be
needed.
able to carry them to safety. if the
Yeah, you
situation
really made it harder than you needed to.
Finally, the
That would
teammates
be
will
every
also
single
be your
thing.
best allies in any vehicle, especially on the road and during high-stake pursuits. The teammates will be available for all solo Ghost Recon Breakpoint players on July 15th, and we cannot wait to see your reactions.
The entirety of the Oya confidant arc.
Hey Ghost, I'm Grace from the Ghost Recon team. As you can see, the AI teammates
Oh,
are
God.
finally landing in Ghost Recon Breakpoint with our next major update
That's
on
what
July
the stream's gonna be. This is just
Alongside
all the
AI
stream is gonna be
teammates,
now.
this
It's Class 3 over again.
including a gunsmith upgrade.
No. Class 3 was just me yelling at you. Now you have me as well.
and more. You will be able to try it out during the
Class
next
3 was
weekend from
SO
July
violently
16th
yelling
to
at me
July
because I
20th.
suck at the game.
But that's not all.
Uh,
We've got one last thing to show you.
We got memes here.
Enjoy, and we'll see you
And
in
Road
Roa, Ghosts.
And Road Crash.
To anyone
What is
listening,
this?
this is Haruhito,
What is this?
speaking for the outcasts.
Oh, wait a minute. Story DLC? Wait, no.
Hold up. Wait. If you're playing Crash, we need this.
Well, we weren't. This is what we did like 5 days ago.
Hold on, I got
Wait. Did someone say Cash Banuka 2? Gringotts Steakhouse?
Dang, I literally watched that like the day before yesterday. What the hell?
wait. Ready? If we're
what's
playing
this?
Crash, we need. If
Wait,
we're
not-
playing Crash, we need this.
Story DLC?
Oh.
Support the levels. Wait, what's this? Free for all.
Yeah, I was watching the video you were referencing like 2 days ago.
Oh, resistance side event. Okay. Thought it was story DLC.
You're not getting what you want with this.
I'm not gonna get what I want from the Ubisoft show, ain't I?
The whole reason I'm here is because I'm talking to my friends.
And now our very final video for this pre-show is another episode of our wow moments comparing the craziest and coolest clips from you, our players.
Yeah, I can't.
Idiot, wait. Complete idiots. I have an erection. Intellectuals. My ding dong become King Kong.
Oh yeah, I specifically put Tweak's image on the F in Ubisoft Forward on purpose.
Wait, is someone watching the stream?
I don't know. Go cat.
I'm watching it.
I know he's watching it. Current views.
You don't count.
You don't count. Wow. Y'all are really just beating me down today, aren't you? Wow.
Wait. People are talking in chat?
Wait, people are actually talking in chat? What is this, an actual live stream? Wait, what?
No, it's in like nobody says anything since you said watch back to him, so I'm confused.
No. Oh, I said what back to
Yeah,
Vane.
no one was talking
Yeah,
in
but
chat.
did anyone else say anything else?
No.
Okay, well then don't act like something else. But if someone was talking in chat, and then considering I'm a moderator, it would be really weird that I wouldn't be able to.
Guys, someone talked in chat.
Whoa!
I know someone. Was it you?
Man.
I'm a moderator. I can hide your message.
This message is hard for me.
But I'm gonna show it.
You know, I have this handy hide button, Bane.
No, are you actually mad?
As you can see. No, I'm not mad. I'm ecstatic. I showed your image. Okay? I'm the one who made your message visible to the rest of the chat. Okay.
Someone told me. I'm gonna go.
I'm the only reason we can see your message right now, so I'd say I'm the opposite of mad right now. I was gonna hide it. I knew that. So I couldn't go before he could.
I'm gonna pull a Twitter.
Oh, bad. I'm so excited for Bane's Twitter. Let's go. Hi.
Bane's gonna pull a Twitter. Oh my God.
Bane's gonna pull a Twitter. Let's go.
What are we even doing?
I I don't know, man.
Also have amazing gameplay. I
hope we get it.
Wrap up this pre-show.
Deep dive into the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Okay. I'm gonna pull a toxic fan.
Cash Banuka 3. Whap. Okay, I highly doubt it.
I'm gonna pull a toxic fan.
Okay, I'm starting to highly doubt. Y'all really kill my self-esteem at this point.
This is Ubisoft. This is Ubisoft.
Matt, you know we love you.
Yeah, I know.
There we go. I pulled the toxic fan.
So, are we gonna get gameplay Ubisoft, or are you just gonna give us trailers? Are you gonna actually show us gameplay for your video games, or are you just gonna be like, this is cinematic?
Yeah.
Everyone, I'm
My favorite.
I'm very excited to be co-hosting the
Wow.
first Ubisoft Forward with the
You know I love you.
Oh, you're so wow, SL. You're so toxic. Matt, demod him.
In depth with all the
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste. So let's head straight for the streets of futuristic London.
Alright, y'all shocked. Be sure to watch out.
Look at the message above SL's.
I will. Hold on.
You mean under?
Oh well, mine for me it's above yours.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll look at my phone.
Was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminals.
Where's Cash Manuka 2? Green Dot Day.
Stage, wanna know the funny part? Only you and me know why that's funny.
Oh, I know why it's funny.
Oh, I'm great. Never mind then. Okay, never mind.
To approach the individual.
I didn't know.
Welcome to London.
They came for the foreigners.
Welcome to London.
London. Oh, we're getting. Oh, come on. Just as I say.
Is this British Persona 5?
No, this is British Watch Dogs.
Because I was not a protester.
See, okay, here's the thing. Remember when I said Ubisoft don't give us cinematic trailers? Yeah, look at what they did.
Then they came for the journalists. And I did not speak out. Because I was not a journalist.
Why would you?
Hasn't come for me yet. Okay, there it is.
I did not speak out. Because I am not a street artist.
Agree.
I was waiting for you to notice.
Look at Chet.
Man, I can't wait for Ubisoft to turn up 5 crossover the Phantom Rebirth.
The Phantom Rabbids.
The Phantom Rabbids.
If that actually happened, by the way, I'm gonna commit Sudoku.
No, really.
You're gonna say that, and then we're gonna get a Mario vs. Rabbids.
Oh, I didn't even notice he said why in chat.
But the thing is Mario and Rabbids was good.
I know, yeah, it was.
I never played it.
I need to stream that sometime.
Mario's just wacky enough for the Rabbids to work.
Yeah, it is.
But Persona 5 is not.
I don't understand this.
Can we have a Rabbid cover of like all the Persona 5 tracks, please?
Oh my god. Stop.
Ba 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 ba.
And there's nothing more debilitating than that. This way, not to be able to do what you're passionate about.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed outlaws.
Well. Welcome to the Resistance.
Hey, buddy, watch that match. 6 feet.
Yeah, okay.
Coronavirus.
It was a bloody
This is just coronavirus the game. We're just going around collecting masks.
Listen, don't
it's Fedora's mask! Oh god.
Ah, yes, the true Phantom Thieves.
y'all doing this. Y'all really disrespecting my favorite open world franchise. We plan the future.
I'm sorry.
Can we get a?
But look at this. Tell me this is not.
I'm Clint Hawking.
Hey, Clint Hawking! I remember you.
And now he's bringing this vision to
Persona
Watch Dogs
5
Legion.
in the Mafia.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing film.
This is after they all graduated high school.
That,
yes!
Was
They were
inspired by Watch Dogs Legion
after school.
and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through
also,
his
Matt, don't lie. This is not
incredible,
It's last
vision and visual style.
It's like its last surprise, but it's like in the style of like those old detective shows.
Yes. Setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone.
It's like some asshole shows up on their door and Joker's
profile
like,
people that are interesting to you.
My family.
Help them with their origin mission.
Help me get some closure, and I'll do whatever you want. And an offensive fake Italian accent as well, of course.
Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team, and then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
Hey, what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Oh, what you doing in my flat?
Think more underground.
You get out of my flat. It's mine.
But think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right.
Why are you here now? Get out! It's my flat!
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance. Take care of yourselves,
stay safe, wear masks, wash your fucking hands.
Gameplay?
Built on history and prosperity.
Become human too.
Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Oh, it went kaboom!
Three of us need to stream together more often. Like, jeez, this is fucking hilarious.
Albion,
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong?
So no more CTO.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion.
Big bad for this
Kindly
game.
stepped up to establish.
Smashing! It's Nigel.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the
Wow, that's
world
really
to
evil.
be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills
Why does
to
she look like
people.
every female British Prime Minister?
It's scary, I know, but I've got to keep tracks on my move.
Yo, what are you doing that? Jesus.
You make me a slave.
Oh, wow.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, then.
With the city out on its arse, it now
having a
falls on
malfunction.
you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets
See,
can be
they're
recruited
trying to
into
take
your
back
team.
the city they want. It is
Like him.
Persona 5.
It's the city they've been.
I'm just letting you know.
Or
I'm.
even her.
I'll explain to you in a minute after.
Everyone could become your next secret
Oh
weapon.
shit! Grandma got violent.
You need to get some dirt on Nigel Cass, and that means
That's the funniest part of the trailer, and no one can tell me otherwise.
All the hardy
They
souls
tested
you see
positive
here
for
are
COVID.
people we have recruited from the streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Jeez,
I'll get to work, man. Let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec,
a
Arthur can act
construction worker
pretty
fat.
much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that
Lego
make
City
him
Undercover too
handy.
looks great.
thank you.
He can even call his own cargo drone.
Ooh, beat him up with a wrench, yeah. Why is it drone?
Perfect for gate crashing. When you're not invited.
Jedi Fallen Order
And
too.
who needs a regular old gun?
The transition for Crash 4's bonus stages look great. That was just necessary.
Perhaps we could approach this mission differently. If you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert.
What have we here?
It's a bloody drone now, mate.
Oh shit, it's Robotnik's daughter.
Let's class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique
So would you say that was a sex drone?
This little darling is fast.
Well, no, it climbs up on his face. What else would it be doing there?
I like shooting them.
I'm reading incoming drones.
It could just be oral pleasure, you don't know that.
That's fine.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor.
You know, as long as the drone combat's not
If you're not
clunky, I'm
in a
down.
direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job
Hey,
done.
look, there's our Oracle.
Oh my god.
He's a hacker.
He's a hacker.
Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here might be challenging, but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Don't mind me, just doing
Oh, so like a hitman kind of thing. That's
However,
cool.
do anything suspicious
But they
and
get you
she'll
inside
probably
the
wind
areas,
up with a
then you
bullet
can-
in the back of her head.
Then you can shoot everybody.
We're missing the human element here.
Let's try to hold myself in, but the voice you did was too good.
If you feel you must. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Bags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
Chug.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Okay, I'm into this. This looks a lot better than Watch Dogs 2. Wow! They both made their comeback.
He does have a slight drinking problem, though.
This is why you don't drink alcohol,
And
kids.
he's passed out. Ah, well,
Yeah, that's right, you don't drink alcohol.
we'll
kids.
come back to him.
Yeah, we'll come back to him.
You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional.
It always comes back to bite you in the ass, and don't pretend it won't.
Oh.
It's almost crass to call him a hitman.
I see what you did there.
I didn't see what they did there. I'm not listening to the stream. Well, I'm watching it, but I'm not listening to it.
Some might even call him
If I listened
an
to it, it would
artist.
come up as an echo, and I'm sure that would be bad to listen to. Well, an echo for you.
Right.
Here's the bastard responsible.
Done and
dusted.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary
Ryuji.
assassin or a super spy,
Ryuji.
but everyone can be a hero.
Oh, the sex robot.
Okay, what's the release date? Say October and I'll
So
lose
get
it.
out there, find the
Don't say
best
October,
recruits,
please.
and build your
Yeah, because then
resistance.
he has 2 games to play.
I'm not playing Crash, I'm watching you play Crash.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I know.
It's time to take back London.
October. Okay. Yep, October. Okay.
Okay, go on. Go ballistic.
Alright.
Plunging the player
I'm down.
into a living,
I'm down.
breathing city, teeming
I'm
with
down.
unique locales and characters, has always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Mutt to tell us more.
Oh wow. Oh, we're doing an extensive
My name's
thing
Amanda
about
Monks.
Watch Dogs.
I'm a level artist on Watch Dogs Legion.
It's okay, we saw Granny taser someone. You don't need to go any further
Being
than this.
a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because we do get the freedom to kind of like pick and choose what little details we want to depict, and we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2, and there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity.
Oh, there he goes. And now he's back.
I was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some of the people that I was showing our demo to were from London, so no matter where I dropped them in the city, they'd go, "Oh my god, this feels like Camden. This feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster."
I have another desk.
When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so.
Oh, you're right. It is. It is really cool.
Builds these worlds with care. I love it.
Okay, can we move on to the next game? I've seen enough of.
And now some news for Brawlhalla.
No.
In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle it out with your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
I think they published it.
I didn't know what this thing was.
Wait, they're making Brawlhalla on mobile?
3,
Okay.
2, 1, brawl!
All I remember Brawlhalla being, Brawlhalla is the Smash Bros. That's not Smash.
Brawlhalla
You could literally say that about every fighting game, though.
Yeah, it's coming to Android.
Okay.
Why? I don't know.
Because people really like it, apparently.
In fact, wouldn't that be more of a downgrade?
I mean, it's fine. I played it, it's fine. Okay. Register now. Or what if I don't want to?
And now, whether you need a Tom Clancy action fix on the go, or want to dive back into one of the most beloved fantasy franchises in gaming, we've got you covered.
Breath of the Wild 2? What, you thought this was a Ubisoft Direct?
We've taken over now.
The new Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, it just becomes a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, it's gonna become a Nintendo Direct.
It's like the guys talking about Watch Dogs and then just fucking Miyamoto comes out. And he's like, guys!
Guys, this is an actual Nintendo Direct.
He's just knocked out the guy who's talking about it. It's just like, we now talk about Breath of the Wild 2.
Here's the other Pokemon DLC.
Here is Smash Fighter 7.
Smash Fighter 7.
Honestly, if they were to introduce the stuff in Smash Fighter as someone from a Ubisoft game that way, that would actually be really cool.
I know, right?
That'd be
no one would expect it either.
Like, just have it be a Ubisoft E3 and just have Nintendo jack it for a bit just to announce the new fighter.
Now just Miyamoto comes on stage. Hey guys.
Lol.
The target is being president of Ubisoft is like, bitch, what the fuck?
He didn't post the
Are you really making a Tom Clancy mobile game? Come on, guys. I know how much it means to you, but seriously, really?
This reminds me of
Yeah. It's Disney Infinity, but not Rainbow Six Siege.
Then they're gonna summon the almighty loot box god.
It's also cartoony as well.
Contact! Moat chain is down. Request air support.
I'm pretty sure the Tom Clancy
northeast rooftop.
Roger.
Yeah, Tom Clancy series is always realistic.
I need an EMP deployed now.
All I know is that my friend plays them. That's it.
I can't get into Rainbow Six Siege at all.
Dun.
Bane, I already made that joke.
Back in your cell.
Oh hey, Sam Fisher. Hey, you gonna get a new game?
Oh shit.
No.
Hey, take this.
Don't make me regret this.
Ah. I remember that. Elite Squad.
Speaking of Tom Clancy, it's been 5 years since Rainbow Six Siege first launched, and the community has never been stronger. In celebration of this milestone, Ubisoft Montreal has put together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
Yawn. I don't play Siege. I don't play Siege, so I don't care.
I'm literally here to see if there's a new sound.
In December 2015, a small team released Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, they have the license for it.
Yeah.
A game built on a strong vision.
South Park.
Creativity, competitiveness.
I mean, you're not wrong.
South Park. There's gonna be a new South Park. I already pitched it. Yeah, I'm
Prequel to the Stick of Truth.
I already pitched an idea of
prequel to the prequel episode of the Stick of Truth.
I already
there was a 3-part prequel to that.
I already pitched a video game idea of just making farming simulator for South Park, but taggedy.
Oh yeah, South Park the farming simulator.
And being
taggedy farm.
1 year anniversary of Rainbow Six now, game being stronger than ever, and more players today.
Yeah, you moved back to town.
The road to us.
But we also had our share of challenges.
Health that touches upon subjects like matchmaking, connectivity.
Social
all those aspects are absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
Through it
no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You're free to rip on them all you want.
Our community, and together, we grow stronger.
There is no sequel plan, and we're here for the next 10 years, so expect more Rainbow Six in your life for quite some time.
There's no sequel. Wait. You're just gonna go with Rainbow Six Siege for the next 10 years? Jesus, why?
Why would they not do that?
I mean, good point.
I'm kidding. There's no real point behind it.
Rainbow 7 Siege.
Rainbow 7 Siege.
Autant de nous que de vous.
It's a whole new game. You have to pay the exact. You have to pay full price for it.
Rainbow
now
Six
60
Siege
million
Rewind.
players strong. Just getting started.
Rainbow Six Siege Royal.
Royal 6. Rainbow
From
6
the devs
Royal.
that build the game to the community that plays it. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Rainbow Final Mix.
This is literally making this press conference so much better.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
if you haven't tried it yet,
I
dive
was almost
into
not
our
gonna
new
be here.
Operation Steel Wave update available now, and take Asim and
Rainbow
Lindsay out
Six
for a
Siege
spin.
Final Mix.
We introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter.
Oh hey, it's Hyperscape.
Now, it's time to venture into the Hyperscape.
I know.
So is this game getting a release date? Or...
Escape?
There's just like, what's a release date?
What's the release date?
What game is this?
Hyperscape. It's Ubisoft Battle Royale.
Oh no, Bane, this is their Fortnite.
Yeah, this is their Fortnite right here.
Wait, what was that?
The only problem is this looks good.
In the hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there.
Oh, you're right. It can't be Fortnite then.
Statement.
Let me get you all up to speed, okay? About 30 years ago, everything that we feared about our future started to come true.
Marshmallow.
We made some good decisions.
Hold on. This has a story?
We made some bad decisions.
Wait, what?
Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions. So
We're watching the Ubisoft
Cows with glasses! Fuck yeah, dude!
Oh, hell yeah. Futuristic cows.
But the people
they've had it too bad for too long. They should get the right to have.
Wait. Weird, unrealistic gameplay.
They
Bad
gave
game.
everyone
Cows with
a way
glasses.
Good game.
The hyperscape.
What's this?
In the hyperscape, the biggest draw by far is Crown Rush.
So,
this is where anyone can become
so
someone.
Ready Player One, but Battle Royale. Okay.
Okay, so it's Tetris 99, but we're actually killing people.
Yeah, sure, that works.
Wow, dude, Big
So why doesn't Disney just own everything already?
If you get good at Crown Rush,
I don't think they did.
it can change your life.
What was that, Bane? I didn't hear you.
But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting
Well, yeah, but it's Disney.
Who is Randy? Do I own him yet?
users.
Not South Park. Do I own that yet? Not
South
yet.
Park. Do I own that yet? Now it's
Her secret lies at the heart of
No, it was not yet.
No, not yet.
and we have to find it.
Park 3. South Park 3.
Wait, we're forgetting South Park 4.
South, wait, 4.
South Park Final Mix.
We're forgetting Phone Destroyer.
Together.
Oh, Phone Destroyer is
That's
part of
what
the canon?
brings us to the edge of the future.
When is something that when is anything not part of the canon?
Good point.
You're also
And
assuming
this
South Park
director
has a
on
canon.
Hyperscape.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, it's South Park.
And multiple Prince of Persia
We're
titles,
literally
which
talking about the show where they
established
went
him
to
as
a
top
world
creative
made of
hero at
imagination.
For me, what's exciting
And
is
then Butter,
started building it
that
from
the
scratch,
the Middle East invaded, and Butters got held as a political prisoner.
So, okay, so technically,
Welcome to the
Phone
Hyperscape.
Destroyer
The game
is
takes place in
canon.
2054. It's in the future.
It has like all their costumes from like anything.
One of the companies there.
So,
They are
so then if we
launching
get a
what's
South
called
Park
the Hyperscape, which is a virtual world, and the internet of the future. It's
I
the
guess.
place where everything converges.
It depends if you count Phone Destroyer or not.
No.
Within the virtual
if we get a
world,
South Park
there is a
announcement,
battle
it has to be a
royale
new
that takes
game. There's
place
no
in the
way they're
virtual
gonna come out
city
and
of
be like,
Noah.
hi guys, do you have a South Park announcement? Yes. Phone
Okay, well,
Destroyer.
hey guys, here's your South Park announcement. New banner on the Phone Destroyer.
Then we also introduce a lot of new
New
things.
cards in Phone Destroyer.
Get the opportunity
We're giving-
to parkour
we're releasing
the
new
rooftops,
cards for Phone
rooms,
Destroyer,
areas,
man.
New
like
cards.
much more narrow, much more stressful. You get to go to the landmarks where there's more.
We're giving you
get cool items.
we're giving you your
but also
54th
more
variant
players,
of
so
Tweak.
it's a risk-reward kind of deal.
And here's the thing. Here's the sad
We
part. Here's the
introduce the
sad part.
notion of hacks,
That would totally
special
sell me.
abilities that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics.
Here's your
With
big
hacks,
South
you can do
Park
things like,
announcement.
teleport
Let's
yourself,
fighting.
you can wrap yourself into a ball and bounce
Yeah,
around
we just
the
get it. We
battlefield.
just get a
There's a lot of
red card.
abilities that let you have fun, that are toys that you can play with.
The yaoi art style, not like the cartoon art style.
And finally, it's made as a spectacle,
Surprised
so
it's not
all the
already in the
viewers
game.
will be able to interact with the game
Well,
in
you can
different
just
levels through the
have
Twitch
Tweak and Greg on
extension.
your same team. So
So every few minutes, there's going to be a vote, and viewers
Can
will
we
be
get
able
something
to
cool,
decide
please? I
what
already know
effect
about
they want
this
to affect
game.
the whole battle. So things like changing the
But
gravity,
we gotta learn about
infinite
Fortnite.
ammo, or stuff like that. So
We
players
gotta learn
will
about
have
Fortnite.
to adapt to all kinds of stuff
You
that is
gotta learn
happening.
about futuristic Fortnite.
So for me, it's really exciting because right now, as we speak, we're launching the open beta, and so it's going to be available for free-to-play for all PC
Don't
players
ever say that
worldwide.
again.
I really want to thank all the players, all the streamers, all the viewers who participated in tech test and who will
I'm not
participate in the open
playing it
beta.
though.
Here's
This
a short
man looks
glimpse
like a
of what
Chad.
you can expect.
So the Hyperscape guy looks like a okay. That's great. Guy looks like a dad.
Man, this isn't hyperspace. It's Chad.
he just gets his own video game.
This is Dad Battle Royale.
The elite Chads.
The elite Chads.
Go time.
I'm gonna poke the marshmallow for poke.
Okay, can we get to something that's not Battle Royale, please? Or set up a
We got
pod.
South Park already.
Yeah, can we get South Park or like something cool?
Here we go.
I want South Park. If they announce a South Park Battle Royale, I will be okay with that. Yeah, what about a new Rabbids game?
Yeah, I'd rather have that as well.
Say the PC open beta now. No.
No,
Hyperscape.
I don't want to.
By the way, this is a new thing in Hyperscape.
32 Battle Pass. Right, because that's
The
new.
digital world of the Hyperscape gave our
needs a
artists and
battle
developers
pass,
incredible
I know,
freedom when
right?
it came to designing characters.
Production manager Anna Maria Muska is going to take us behind the scenes of character design.
My name is Anna Maria
More
Muska,
Hyperscape.
and I'm the production
More
manager
Hype.
for characters and weapons on
And then
Hyperscape.
they get caught.
We have
I knew it wasn't over.
Yeah. To our characters.
Hyperscape will never end.
Switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos.
You think it's over, but you realize you're just further into the hyperspace games named
So
after.
the second you pick a character, you see them in game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them, what challenges them.
It looks cool. Probably never gonna get it, but it looks cool.
This was the first lineup of characters. This is our default base. Even starting from the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season we plan to produce new outfits for these characters. We're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and
fire one bullet and then they
correlate
build
some of the
fucking skyscraper.
I'm very excited to see it in people's hands.
They hear, they're like.
As we move into the next generation of gaming, Ubisoft has been working closely with console makers to take advantage of all the extraordinary capabilities these new consoles will offer.
By the way, now we have a special guest to talk a little more.
Hey everyone, Phil Spencer. With Watch Dogs Legion, Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery.
Who's Phil Spencer?
So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox you're playing on. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing to create an absolutely immersive version of London like you've never seen before.
Is coming to Series X. Alright.
Ubisoft has a unique ability to create immersive worlds, setting a new bar that continues to drive our industry forward.
Seconds. Like you sleep.
I'm a huge fan of
He
Assassin's
still looks
Creed.
like he's sleeping.
I love the time I've spent exploring the
Every
world
few
of
seconds it looks like he has his eyes closed. Look, he's doing it again.
Wait to see the gameplay from Assassin's Creed.
I woke up 30 minutes prior to this.
He probably did as well.
I know you've been waiting to hear more about this.
It's like he's doing the Xbox presentation. He's still in his fucking PJs.
Like he's the world of Vikings.
I want
My name is Julian Athaga, and I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So a couple of weeks ago we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings
Assassin's Creed?
really inspiring. When we did our research,
something that people actually care about.
We found that they were not mindless barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands.
No, that's not even a meme. That's actually what it's called.
Yeah, I know.
And so they had really
I heard something else and I realized what you said.
So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real
Mario
story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same road that the Vikings did to really experience what it meant to be a Viking at that time. And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life. It's just this moment that most likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity. And this is exactly the feeling we want players to experience in this game.
Can you show us the game?
It is a personal adventure.
We went to the other side of the map.
Eivor is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game. And we'll have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available.
They went to. It's like they're saying how they went to Norway. They're just pointing to Australia on the map.
Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your plan prosper.
This is Norway. Sir, that's South America.
Vikings were brutal warriors.
We went to here, that's the Pacific Ocean.
Sir, that's not Norway.
And the
that's
fact
Alaska.
that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight
that's
system.
not even the world map. That's your copy.
To leverage the brutality and the intensity of Viking combat.
Yeah, talk about how we went to
Vikings were not only fighting face to face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed.
You really shouldn't have that out there. This is live.
They could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings.
Fan fictions.
We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game
What's
we're all
great
been
is
working
as I'm
on.
making these
So
memes,
please
there's just a
enjoy
face of Donkey
this
Kong
deep
just on my
dive
TV
into
right now.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh, in-game footage, y'all.
Okay. Oh, we finally get to see the game.
In Assassin's Creed
What's that? You wanted to see the game? No, here's more images
of the Viking invasion.
What did you say? You want to learn more about the game? Here's a gameplay
You
trailer.
play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway.
And while this gameplay trailer is happening, I'm gonna read you.
Warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles.
Vacation in Norway.
Little did we know we're just playing through their vacation.
Good of our plan. It is time we go out.
Little did we know they are actually showing us gameplay footage.
Sir, that's the wrong video file. In this game, you play as the Ubisoft
team. Of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties.
Oh my god.
Sir, this is the wrong footage.
As you prowl England's
the wrong
rivers
footage. We've been
by
developing this for weeks.
You may raid locations you spot from the shoreline.
Sir,
Ground
that's
your
the
ship
wrong footage. That's
and blow
Persona
your horn
5
to
on
lead your
Switch.
raiding crews to battle.
Shit.
Allow me to introduce Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Sir, this is Mario and Rabbids.
Oh shit. They're not supposed to know about this till 2025.
Okay, y'all, I'm actually
will
interested in
assist
this.
you in all
I
your
want to
raids. Fighting
I want to see if
enemies,
Assassin's Creed is going to be good.
battering
This is
down
Assassin's
doors,
Creed Valhalla. You can't show
and stealing
footage of the
cargo
game.
too heavy for one set
Spider-Man
of arms. Whatever riches and
You know,
resources
during a
you
news
pillage,
report, there was a
may be used to
guy that
develop your
actually
settlement,
Naruto ran
giving
behind
you
the news
access to
report.
useful
Oh yeah, I heard that.
resources,
I
better
heard about that.
tools, and new settlers.
It's
At
on
the heart of
camera
your
and everything.
settlement
Like
is
you
the
can see
Alliance
Naruto running behind
It
him.
will serve as a record of the Allies.
Oh, so
and
like
a guide
Dragon
for
Age
future
Inquisition.
opportunities.
Ah.
The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
An Assassin's Creed game.
Man, JoJo's
Every
Bizarre
archetype
Adventure
offers a
video
unique
game is
challenge.
great.
Oh my god,
Some will
stop.
coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while
To be
others
fair,
will
I
use
can't
nearby
even
objects to their
JoJo does
advantage,
have video games.
including the bodies
Yeah.
of fallen warriors. To face these attacks,
I
you
heard
must
they're actually
find and
good as
exploit
well.
your opponent's weaknesses
Yeah, Sam.
to gain the upper hand. Take the fight
You know
to your
what game I'm
foes
excited
with a
for?
host of brutal new combat abilities.
Fairy Tail.
Snare them with the Viking heart.
Wow. Oh yeah, I heard about that
Summon them
actually.
with throwing axes.
I've never watched it though.
You know how the anime is like very fast-paced, real-time combat.
Finish them off.
Kinda. I only watched like one episode.
The game's turn-based.
Dual wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly
I'd like to know how that
combination
makes
of
sense.
attacks.
Yeah, that's me and the rest of the fucking Fairy Tail.
Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior.
Oh,
Yo, can you guys explain to me who's outside the community why this game doesn't look like the anime? No.
As you see fit.
All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield.
10 out of 10, you can stomp on people, let's go. Stomping type.
Ooh, it's a Mario game now.
Not all situations call for violence.
Ooh, snow.
In this new
Wow.
land, a Viking must find a
Oh
way
man,
to
it's
adapt.
almost like you're an assassin.
As evil
know, right?
is not welcome in
Almost like you're an
England.
assassin who's following
You
your
need
creed.
to outsmart your enemies,
Right?
avoiding
I know, right?
unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities.
It's almost like this is an Assassin's Creed game.
Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds.
It's
and
ridiculous.
slip
He'll never be
past watchful
self an
eyes.
Oh wow, there's a
An
button to
unseen
assassinate.
hunter among the people.
Cool.
Man, what are you talking about? I don't know if we stealth in an Assassin's Creed game.
From capital cities and
Exploration.
villages to the dense
Going in there, guns
forests and
blazing
rolling
and
hills of
saying, "Fuck
England, exploration is vital to keeping
Is that
yourself
not how
sharp.
assassins work?
You must feed off the land if you hope to endure.
This is Breath of the Wild too.
Kiyomoto.
This is Assassin's Creed, Breath of the Wild.
Pagan
Yeah, now
temples and Roman
it's new
ruins,
This is
cities and
this
chapels.
is the master. Wait. This is the master mode DLC.
The more you explore, the more of England's secrets you will reveal.
Wealth collected.
Just say money counter.
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy...
No mercy!
In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla
Charge!
will feature massive assaults in which you lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Massive gold. You just hear it as they're charging. You just hear the shy guy freeing from Paper Mario.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla
That man
will
just tried to
transport
smoke
you
in
to
Mexico
wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and
That moment
surprise
when they release a trailer
with unforgettable characters,
you can tell it's still
and tragic
fucking work in
losses,
progress.
giving you the
Those
chance
facial animations
to
are
live
so
your own Viking saga.
It's like
Yeah.
game actually does look good graphically.
November. Oh! Hey, why are you
9th century
releasing
England
2 days
is truly
before
unlike
Cyberpunk?
anything the franchise has seen before.
Why are you releasing?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla
Just in
will
general.
release this holiday season
Why are you
on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5,
Why are you a
Xbox
game?
One, PS4, PC, and Stadia.
We're close to
Ah,
wrapping up
Xbox One on
today, but
PS5.
before we go, our
Oh,
it's
CEO,
coming
Ian
to
Kimo,
Stadia,
is
my
here to share a
favorite.
few words.
I hope you will have enjoyed
Because Google Stadia
what
was
you've seen
definitely
today,
a successful
and that you will
know,
love
right?
playing
Right.
these games.
Can we hear about
I'm
South Park
proud
now?
of
No,
our
okay.
teams
Yeah,
for
can we hear about South Park
delivering
now?
an ambitious, broad,
You're not
and
mad,
creative
right?
lineup of games.
You're not bad.
And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact,
Wait.
we have a lot
for
more
watching.
to come.
No South Park today.
So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our
Have they
upcoming
already
games.
like announced a new South
But
Park?
before
No, it's just
ending
been
this show,
no. It's just there
we
was
have
3 years
one more
between
thing to share with
Stick
you.
of Truth and Fractured But Whole, so we're expecting
Oh,
one now.
for
So it's
God's
been
sake.
3
We
years.
already know what it's gonna be. Far Cry 6. Come on. Wait.
We just did the map for release dates.
Look, it's Sea of Thieves too.
No, wait. Wait, is this not Far Cry 6? Or is it Far Cry...
This is the new South Park game.
It's the new South Park game!
Epic intro here.
The camera just pans out and it's Carbon just playing a video game on the TV.
No,
Man, get that back!
no, this is Far Cry 6.
No, guys, it's a vehicle.
Wait.
Yeah, come on. Ubisoft is gonna stop making games and they're gonna be a car manufacturer right now.
It is Mercedes. It is a car.
Yeah.
Go, tire.
Yeah, this is Far Cry 6. Yeah. But see, we already knew about this, so... They even said that we're getting Far Cry 6 beforehand.
Oh, they literally pulled an Atlas.
Oh my god!
Matt knows what I'm talking about at least.
Yeah.
Wait, this was already announced?
Yeah! 6.
Yeah, they literally pulled an Atlas.
Oh, where they announced Persona 5 Royal without actually...
No. What they did was they said they were going to show off a new game at the gameplay at the New Game Plus Expo, and then they just showed us Catherine on the Switch again.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, they did all that. That is also the same place where they're like, hey, Persona 4's on Steam.
No,
that was the PC Gaming Show.
That was the PC Gaming Show.
Far Cry 6! We already knew about this, but okay! That's fine!
We're talking about a completely
After seeing
different
all these
press conference.
guns, talk of reconstructing paradise and everything else. Persona 6!
And then the camera pans out. Man!
Oh, we're gonna get cut. Oh.
Nah!
Yo, guys, he got AirPods. Yo,
It's beautiful, Milo.
Yo, this kid looks dope.
Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Last of Us Part 3 looks great.
Oh, Bane, don't even joke about that.
Simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell,
facial animation, like in all seriousness,
I know.
The fuse, the handle, and of course.
Is this trailer this guy teaching his son how to use a grenade?
What are you doing? Son.
Thanks, Daddy. I'm gonna blow up the school now.
Use this if you get bullied at school.
Okay, not gonna blow up the school now. Bye.
Wait, no, no, seriously. Like, what is this? Hold on, seriously, because they just pulled the pin. Wait, is it?
Follow me.
He just explodes.
Now.
Now, mijo.
That's one kid out of my way.
Get out of my way.
El Presidente. Which means that some
grenade as he's walking out.
you
Fuck you.
will be El Presidente. And
It was actually a remote control bomb the whole time, and as soon as he closes the door, he pulls the trigger.
noise in the city.
No, I mean, as the dad's walking out, like he just throws the grenade at him.
Oh, that would be even funnier than what I said.
If you only want to save them from themselves. They will hate you, Diego.
We are strange
Everything you
people.
say, do, believe, will be wrong.
Is this actual game footage?
No, I think this is a cinematic trailer. Yeah, it has to be. But the CEO did say we're getting another Ubisoft Forward soon, so I guess we'll do this again.
Oh, great, we're doing this again.
Oh, come on, you act like you didn't enjoy this.
I enjoyed it because we were memeing it.
Exactly, so we'll do it again.
Yeah, but all 3 of us have to be here. I'm not interested.
Good point.
So you tell me, are you evil? Are you?
I did not get enough time to process and translate that. All I said, all I know is that it said something in Spanish.
Because our country is like this grenade, except it has 2 basic parts. Our people. And you.
Morgan Freeman?
And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go. Boom.
I read it's Far Cry 5 for a lot of the time. It's just like, I'm pretty sure we're past that.
Yeah.
Okay, Morgan Freeman, I'm gonna drop the bomb now.
Okay, Morgan Freeman, I'm gonna drop the bomb. 21821. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. It just tells me that, like, that's the bad guy. And that's his kid.
And with that, we're wrapping up our first Ubisoft Forward.
What? Sorry, what?
Today, we've seen the next generation of Assassin's Creed.
What?
The birth of a resistance in Watch Dogs Legion.
Wrapping up our Ubisoft Forward.
The cyber chaos of Hyperscape.
It's okay, we have another one.
And the epic reveal of Far Cry's newest installment.
That other one better be right
along
now.
with so much more.
No.
Remember, we'll be back later this year with another Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game news and updates.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us.
Get out.
Screw you, I wanted South Park.
Thanks for joining us. Now screw you.
Gaming, like Cartman's first time.
We need him to host. He's gonna host the next Ubisoft Forward.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Ubisoft Forward post show. My name
No,
is
do you wanna watch
Yusuf
the
and this is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We're going to take a deep dive into about 30 minutes of gameplay, and we're joined by a very special guest here.
Hey everyone, this is Philip Bergeron, otherwise known as Fizz. I am the quest director on Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Don't worry.
So Fizz, we're setting up here for what looks like an epic encounter. Tell us exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, so here we're midway through the quest. Here we're looking at the assault of Bird Castle. So these are big moments that usually sort of culminate at the end of the story. And so here Avar, the Viking Raider, is taking a group of raiders and Furge into Bird Castle to go and take down Ruid.
Yeah, this totally represents Final Game.
So who exactly is Ruid, and why does
It's like all games are now Sonic.
Basically, Ruid comes into play about halfway through this story arc, where at the beginning
this game
of
is
the
everything.
arc, this is something that happens before. Ruid basically caused a lot of violence within the territory, and Oswald, who is meant to be to inherit this territory, needs your help to take it down.
He went.
Oswald having just been defeated in a previous quest,
Man, you are such a comedic mastermind.
revenge, but also accomplishing your ultimate goal.
So Fizz, as you're talking, we're seeing some of the combat of Valhalla. Can you tell us a little bit about the changes to combat this time around?
We wanted to basically
This is
add
great and
a
all,
lot
but
of
was Cash Manuka 2 Green Ball
Steakhouse.
Steakhouse?
Like some dual wielding for the player, like a stun system in there, and we really needed to do this to sort of portray that sort of the brutality that comes with being a Viking in this day and age. So it sort of
God,
fits
this is
in
just Breath of the Wild too.
the time and the character.
This is the Breath of the Wild trailer too.
Oswald. He lives. Oswald lives!
I murdered
Is that
because
you?
I want to.
Shut your ass, twig spine!
Here, Eivor has taken her entire army through the assault, and finally, it's revealed that our Ealdorman, our ally, Oswald, is still alive, and Ruid has him captive.
So this is what it
Worry
comes
not
to,
for me.
Wolfkiss?
I am still a
2
virgin.
Danes fighting over a filthy Saxon whoreson?
Ah, my neck, that hurts!
This swine is surprised! Come and get him!
The only regret, I didn't get the suck!
So now that we've seen that Oswald is alive, we have Ruid within our sights. What's the next step here?
So the next move for Eivor is to finally face off against Ruid. She has her allies, they can take care of the rest of the army. Now it's time to go one-on-one
So why are we just sitting here watching their
against
gameplay?
Ruid in one of our boss battles, actually.
Yes.
Your battle is not yet won, Oswald.
And it's worth pointing out, actually, that here what we're showing is the player going and facing off against Ruid aggressively, but we tend to always have to support a 360-degree approach in these things. So the player could have approached this a little bit more stealthily and gotten at least like a good critical hit on either Ruid or his wolf, and so you can play this a little bit more strategically if that's your playstyle.
So we're not only fighting Ruid here, but also his pet wolf, right?
Here, one of my preferred strategies is to eliminate the wolf first, just focus fire on him. It takes at least one opponent out of the combat. Now, Ruid will have extra abilities that come into play if you do eliminate his wolf.
Later, would you like to watch Doom Crossing Eternal Horizons?
Less in the battlefield makes for a good strategy in the whole.
I'm intrigued and not at all tipped off by the title.
You do realize what I mean by that, right?
Yeah, Doom Crossing.
Would you like to watch Axe Banuka 2?
Bring God Steakhouse.
That thing will not be met today. Why does they should be roomed, wolf-kissed? Made thralls, treated equals. You're better than this. Than all of them.
Damn, I want to play Axe Banuka 2. God damn.
Gained by tooth and nail for a Saxon.
Do not drag me down
Instead of Mom, it's but Ubisoft.
You throw in with these wastrels, these arrogant swine.
Man! Let it keep the camera at me when I try to do Ubisoft Forward!
Before God, a lawful assembly.
Alright, so
God damn it, but it's the camera again!
Freed Oswald. What comes next?
Oswald, in this case, prefers
Gee, baby,
for
sorry, buddy.
Ruid to be kept alive. And so you basically have to choose whether you're going to go against his wishes or stay true to your nature.
Oh, god damn it.
So we have this choice to make, but before we get into that, I want to rewind a little bit because we just did this big grand assault.
Man,
but Eivor couldn't have done it alone.
ass enemy.
She
I
could
know,
have
right?
recruit some folks along the way, get some troops, get some allies. So let's actually rewind and see how we went
both
about
glorious and painful at the
gathering
same
those troops.
time.
Right, so when coming up to an assault, it's a game of numbers. Eivor can go into pretty much any location and be a stealthy Viking, eliminating some of the assets, which ultimately would be a strategy. You can do that, and you'll have some of the ingredients or of the assets there that will have been sabotaged, but you still need an army. So here what we're seeing is Eivor going around the countryside and raising what we call a fyrd, which is the men and the women of the territory who come up and fight in the name of the king. So here, Eivor is going around and trying to convince people to fight in the name of Oswald to finally take down the oppressor that is Ruid.
Defending East Anglia, defending you. Will you not do the same?
What?
die in defense of a lost cause.
Yeah, so she's really using like the image and like the leadership that Oswald had, what he meant to the people in his name. She's going to recruit these people.
I think that's what
Pretty
they
words, Dane. But the men of Forward have their own battles to fight.
So we're told by this read that there are troops, there are allies that he could add to our cause. But first, we sort of need to do him a favor.
It takes so much effort to get money.
Obviously, these people have been run down by Ruid and the impact he's had on the territory. So I think a lot of these people
they do enough a good job about it.
So you need to show them that there is hope. And so here, Eivor is basically helping them take back one of their prized locations by taking a couple men and raiding a nearby township. Basically taking it back for the people and showing that there's a reason to continue fighting.
That boat's going a bit unnaturally fast.
I think Assassin's Creed originally about
No. I'm kidding, I don't know.
Matt,
when Eivor does this, obviously you have access.
Wasn't Assassin's Creed originally about how a dude went on a time machine to like?
Yeah, Assassin's Creed used to be about a dude who went in a time machine to get his to relive his ancestors' assassin's memories. But now it's
now it's just hey history.
Hey history.
And like at the end of the game, she's like, oh shit, I'm late for my pedicure.
Fizz, we
wakes up in like fucking New York and she's like, oh shit.
So that is what we call the Odin sight. The Odin sight is basically our interpretation of the Eagle Vision from previous games.
I will be
we
back
thought
in
it
a
was
bit.
good to sort of bring that back. It's basically Eivor's intuition. It's how she perceives the world.
And then I will be back to catch the nuke to
it'll highlight basically interactive objects, like things that will bring her an advantage. So we'll have arrows, like health consumables that are in there. So it really is like a good way of sort of understanding the world and showing you like things that you can go and
best simulator ever.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of things we can touch, we just picked up this awesome new weapon.
It's something we wanted to play with on Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I don't want to think of something to touch.
We have fewer weapons in the game, but you can invest in them more.
That's what I always think about.
Whoa, so.
And so depending what
you brought it up.
Good point.
Is,
hey guys, Matt started it, okay?
He makes a good point. I did start it. He's not wrong.
Fight with this weapon and invest heavily into that.
I keep getting ads.
Hit the thing, Bolt. It's probably better you did in here.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
The unlock skills for the players. So here you can see the Valkyrie dive. That
Bro,
is just
I missed that.
We have these spread out throughout the world, so
ads
to
about
promote exploration
and
discovery. As you travel the world and you explore locations, you can find these books that will add abilities that you can go
I just want it to be out so I
invest
can
in, put into your loadout.
I don't know
go
when
into
it's gonna be
the
out.
different locations.
No, you don't.
Quests in the game and use those depending on what your playstyle is.
Now we've recaptured this village, we've secured more troops for our assault. Let's jump back now and figure out what we want to do with Ruid.
The rightful king of East Anglia has spared your life today, and so it will be.
Compassion is a virtue suited for anyone, Eivor, including you. Thank you.
Eivor decided to let him live. Ruid is really angry about that. Being a Norse Viking, being put to the death in battle is your road to Valhalla. So he was basically denied access to Valhalla in this situation. Obviously, all of these decisions come into play later on in the game, so we have very difficult decisions for the player to make. We didn't want to have easy decisions.
Yeah, you know, when I was playing, I decided to listen to Oswald and spare Ruid's life, but what exactly is the relationship like between Eivor and Oswald?
So the relationship between Eivor and Oswald is an alliance. It's basically Eivor is surrounded by territories
I'm going to YouTube.
that initially getting into England are hostile towards her.
No offense.
And
No, I know.
obviously, if you want to set up a new settlement, you want to make sure
Why
that your
didn't I
neighbor is
use
friendly.
quick move
So here in
earlier?
East Anglia, Oswald is the man for the job, where putting him into a position of power would help her sort of secure her territory. So earlier on to the territory, Eivor comes in here, meets Oswald. The problems he had with Rued are sort of put to light, and going through the arc, you basically help him deal with Rued and align basically Danes with Saxons in one territory.
So, Fizz, we've completed the assault. We've gotten our hands dirty with some combat, taken down Rued. We have this big open region of East Anglia, so before we head off to Oswald's wedding, what do you say we head out, have some fun, and see what we can get into in the open world?
That sounds great.
So we see a cat here with a speech bubble above it, and you best believe if you let me talk to a cat, I'm gonna talk to a cat.
Yeah, these are some of our some of my favorite moments actually in the game, where we put out a whole bunch of events throughout the territory, and it sort of rewards again exploration, going around. It's a chance for us also to sort of showcase a different side of Eivor. A lot of the quests sort of deal more with like politics and warfare, and this shows a slightly more human nature to her, so it permits us to explore that character a little bit more. And so here, basically, like you're trying to help a kid with his cat, and ultimately get that cat to sort of join your crew as a cat raider.
You just said cat raider way too casually. You're telling me I could have a cat Viking raider on my longship?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Oh my god, yes, I love it. Perfect.
So yeah, as you're riding around the rivers of England, you would see a cat basically walking around your longship, keeping your Viking raiders company.
You know, speaking of the Viking longship, we're seeing some of that gameplay here now. Can you talk a little bit about how that works and functions in Valhalla?
Yeah, so starting out on this project, I think the Viking longship is one of the biggest images that we all have when we think about Vikings in our game. And so Vikings had this awesome design for longship that had a very shallow hull, so it permitted them to go very far inland very quickly, and you could basically disembark Viking raiders like on pretty much any shore. We added that into the game, where you can basically sail up to any location and then just decide to disembark with your guys and raid a location, loot all its treasure, get back in the ship, and then continue sailing down the river to your next opportunity.
So I know past Assassin's Creed games allowed for songs and things like that to be sung on ships. Will Valhalla have a similar version of that?
Yeah, so this is something we actually wanted the crew of your ship to become like your home away from home. So we added stories and songs into the ship. So basically, as the player is going around, you could decide to have your skull sort of sing a song for you as you row down the river.
They're still fucking showing gameplay.
Yeah, I've already stopped paying
more
attention.
about their life, so you can actually queue up stories, and they'll give you a little bit more background on who they are. So you get to know your sort of fighters as you're traveling around the world, which is a cool moment.
So here we're seeing a bit of a different view. What exactly are we looking at?
We had this on previous Assassins, where you would like ride on your horse, and you could pull out, have the horse sort of follow the track. We have a similar thing for the ship, where you can put up your sails. It's cruise control for the ship, so you can pull back, take in the scenery, listen to some songs or some stories, and just take it all in.
Or cinematic mode. So I did it for you.
So, you know, speaking of Viking songs, we have an activity here that's not exactly singing, but kind of related, right?
Yeah, so here what we have is what we call flighting, which was an activity that Norse people would partake in. They would like to have a battle of wits and sort of poetry, where insults would be thrown back and forth between each other. The idea was to try and have a good insult, but also to have a good rhythm and a good rhyme in there. So it's basically a precursor to rap battles.
Here's the silver. Now begin.
To all those whom I speak, they say Eivor's a clod.
Then you're speaking to fools, and their knowledge is flawed.
Well.
how exactly do you go about being successful in one of these?
The trick behind a good flight was to choose the right insult, identifying the right cadence, and then trying to find what rhymed the best.
I'm known for my might.
Interesting. Silent whispers all claim that you're terribly dense.
I always make myself. Then you've clearly misheard them. My wit is immense.
Oh, you looked out with that one. Well, what a surprise. Eivor of the Raven Clan is a true talent. I'm shocked.
Don't believe everything you hear, unless it touches on my flighting. Then heed every word.
Take the coin.
So now that we've proven our sharp tongue and wit, I think it's time for a bit more relaxing activity. So we're fishing here.
Yeah, that's it. So we gave Eivor a fishing line, so you can actually throw out a line and go catch some fish. This is used basically to play into our new health loop, where the player will lose health in the world.
They're just gonna be
and
disappointed.
It doesn't automatically regenerate like we would have in the past. So you actually have to get some supplies. So you'll find mushrooms and some food that you can gather. But here, like you can also catch some fish and consume that to regain some health. We also will sometimes have it in certain quests. So it's a good way to sort of chill out on the side of the water and just, again, take it all in. So this is what we call one of our offering altars. So the idea is that you find these around the world and you make offerings to it. So it'll take like animal parts and stuff that you can find throughout the world. Here what you're seeing though is sort of like a fancy version of it, where as you do your offering you get interrupted by some kids that basically come and steal your stuff. So it's just a way for us to sort of showcase that like the systems and the activities in the world can sort of play in with some quests and some little bits. So it's our way to sort of dress up these moments and make it all fit inside.
I've already stopped listening to this stuff.
Yeah, this seemed like a really sort of unexpected turn for what I thought was going to be kind of a simple interaction.
Yeah, and it's really what we were trying to do with these events is to give another dimension to Eivor, other than just, the pure rar Viking or the politician. Because you can imagine at some point that will grow old if you're always telling that version of the character. So it lets us really go into the depth of who is Eivor, what motivates her, how she can interact with the world outside of warfare and politics.
Your stealth needs work.
We were close.
And it also showcases like a different facet of the world at the same time. It's not only Eivor, so it just widens the breadth of the stories that we can tell.
So who exactly are these two children?
These are kids of East Anglia. They are going through tough times with whatever Rued's been doing to the territory, and so they're just here trying to survive and basically exploit the people that are there to make offerings.
It was kind of nice to see that Eivor wasn't really necessarily upset at them for stealing, and after you talk to them, you have the choice of helping them. You can give them food, give them some money, or maybe just say, hey, good luck, on your way.
Yeah, and then this is something we also wanted to do a lot. Like, so here we're doing an event, we do it in quests as well, but we want to give a lot of this agency into players' hands so that they can sort of shape Eivor a little bit, who she is, so it represents them a little bit more, and they can roleplay that a little bit better. And again, it just gives her like a little bit more humanity in these moments.
Large walkers should do. Provide for small walkers.
Here, large walker.
A necklace?
Yes, it's a St. Martin seal. You're welcome here anytime, large walker. You're one of us now. Visit us, okay?
I will. Take care now, small green walkers.
So I think AC veterans might recognize this here, but what exactly is Eivor chasing down?
Yeah, so here you're seeing Eivor running down one of our tattoo images. So this is challenging the player on free run abilities, but also for fans of the series, sort of pulling at their heartstrings for some beloved features.
So are we going to be able to tattoo Eivor?
Yes. By collecting these tattoos, you actually bring them back to your settlement, and then you can customize different body parts, having different tattoos everywhere. So again, another form of expression, and it's sort of to represent that Viking culture.
Oh, so good.
Fizz, one of my favorite things when I was just out there exploring East Anglia was coming upon a house or a building and realizing that there was a chest inside, but that there was no easy way in. And in this case, I saw all the doors were barred, but I knew that because there was a chest in there must have been some way to get inside. So I went around the back and, found a way in.
Yeah, I'm glad you actually caught on to that. You're pointing at something that we wanted to work on a lot on Valhalla, where we wanted the exploration to make you feel smarter. So we played a lot with puzzle solving, so making sure that every house that you find sort of appeals to you, like it draws your attention, and then when you want to come and explore, it's not given to you. You still have to work for it a little bit, so it'll challenge you on your observation skills, logic, just trying to find how do I get into this. So we play a lot with level design, quest design, to offer challenges to players, and you basically come out of it like with a better feeling for the exploration, but you also get to see more of a story behind any of these locations, which we've crafted. So it gave us a little bit more time to sort of slow down the experience and tell a different version of a story.
Okay.
A poor victim of someone's fury.
Yeah, I mean, speaking about exploration and just finding things out in the world, I was just wandering and came across this clearing and found this kind of morbid altar.
Yeah, so this is one of our bigger events that we have scattered in the world. So as Eivor explores, she can find altars like this, and by interacting with them, here it's a trap that's been set by this character named Regan. Now, there's a bigger story behind all this. There's multiple steps to it later on. So this is one of the moments. It permits us to go into a slightly more mystical realm and play with a boss fight that has more magical abilities, if we will. And basically have this awesome boss fight in the middle of the swamps. And so here the abilities that you see Reagan using are a little bit on the mystical side of things. What's happening is Eivor at the beginning in that trap is poisoned, and so she starts sort of hallucinating, seeing the world in a sort of different light and filter. That's sort of what lets us go into the realm of the weird.
Fine. I'm more interested in what Legion, because it's kind of.
I'm more interested in the next Ubisoft game.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Hosted by Cardman.
Yes.
Yes.
And Cameraman Butters.
Cameraman.
But it's a game with the fucking camera. What happened here?
It's okay, so we'll have Squeak make a cameo or two.
You better make a cameo.
Less fighting love.
Oh, God.
Rest your demons.
So we just saw here that Regan belongs to something called the Daughters of the
So what now?
Yeah, that's correct. By finding the other daughters, you'll get a little bit more backstory on who they are, so we don't want to spoil that too much. But it creates like a sort of greater story that is not on the main path in any way, but it is still very rich and adds to the lore of this world and actually plays into history.
So we just had a really exciting, really intense boss battle. I think it's time for something a little bit more relaxing and calming now.
Yeah, it's all about pacing yourself with the highs and the lows.
I love Doggo.
A low chill moment of what we call building a cairn. So Eivor, as she explores the world, will find these sort of meditative areas where you have a pile of rocks that you could just stack on top of another using physics.
Ooh, Tetris.
I mean, yeah, the ultimate goal is to try and get.
This is not Cash Banuka 2 Gringotts Steakhouse. I'm very upset.
Sights, relaxing, taking a step back, and.
I'm sorry. I've seen enough of this game. So that.
Thank you.
Cash Banuka.
So
Cash Banuka.
Can I speak the outro for once? Thank you, Bane. So that was Ubisoft Forward. I guess we'll just name this the July edition because they said they'll be back later.
whenever.
We have to do this again.
Yeah, we gotta do this again. We're doing this again, and I'll drag you if I would drag you if I need to.
Only if all of us are here.
So here's the thing. I walked in expecting South Park. I walked out.
You walked out with charge!
No. You walked out with
No, we walked out with Cash Panuka 2, Green Cut Steakhouse. Oh, Lord. Can I just...
Stay tuned for next week when we stream the next Ubisoft Forward and then Cash Panuka 3 wrapped.
But, okay, seriously though, like, closing thoughts, no memes. I'm genuinely excited for Watch Dogs Legion, because I've played the 2 other Watch Dogs games, and they're actually pretty good.
Yeah, there we go.
So, yay! Okay, I'm ending the stream now.
Bye.
And off with